Okay, friends, this is me walking through the Oceana by Thousand Trails RV park in near the coast of Washington State. I uh, I want to give a little background. I'm actually narrating this as I go, but the narration is not that good. So I just want to tell you that this is the clubhouse with a lot of amenities, and it's quite nice. Now, Thousand Trails Oceana Park got a kind of a bad reputation because they had a terrible storm a few years ago that wiped out a bridge, and you'll see that bridge later on. And when that happened, people had reservations. They came in there, and Oceana tried to stay in business, but all they had available was the upper part of the resort, and that really wasn't enough to hold anybody. And people were really upset about it. It took a long time to get that bridge corrected. They tried at least 2 attempts before they got it actually installed. But right now, this is the end of the season, and you see this clubhouse here has all the regular amenities you might expect. Now you're seeing an area view with my drone of the lower part where we were. Now again, this is September 2017, and the peak of the season is over. And you see not that many motorhomes here. You can see that there's that bridge was up on the upper right part of the screen. That's the clubhouse, not a clubhouse, but the laundry and bathroom facilities, which were very nice. You see the grass is kind of brown now. It's late in the season, like I say, September. And I'm just trying to show you there that the area and some of the motorhomes and that we have here. This is our motorhome. You see the little Class C, Jackie and I are standing outside with our little smart car that we pull behind it. You might also see our television, satellite television antenna there behind us. I'm not real familiar. This is the first time I had used my drone in doing any of my travel videos. You see Jackie and I stand there, and I got the controller in my hand, and sometimes I want to try turn right, and I put the controller in the wrong direction. When I turn left, and I go in the other direction. So please excuse the shaky drone work, but I get better as we travel, and I get more used to the drone. The drone is a DJI Spark, a very nice little drone for doing this kind of work. Anyhow, you see there we are. Stand there trying to wait for the drone to come down. Actually, I had more footage of this. I cut some of it out because I ran all over the place with the darn thing before I ever got it back down to earth. But anyhow, I'm learning, and it'll get better as I go. But it's a lot of fun. There's the old mug right there. My favorite color is freedom. Okay, there's Jackie and I. When you leave part of the park there, in the back part, there's a path, about 3/4 of a mile walk, a nice walk. It's all paved, all the way out to the beach. Here we are with our 2 dogs, Patch, the one I'm holding, and Sophie, the one Jackie has. And they just love to walk, as most dogs do. And we're walking along this path here. It was a cloudy day, not too warm. As you can see, we have our coats on. The dogs are anxious to get out to the beach. So Patch is 15 years old, but you would never know it the way she tugs on the leash there, wanting to get out to the water. Now, she loves the water, but Sophie's not so excited about the water. As you can see, it's kind of like in a meadow area. Not many trees around there. Just grass-covered sand dunes. Here we are on the beach, and Patch is pulling like crazy to get out to the water. You can't see the breakers very good. Again, it's not really a very nice day. Although this is one of the worst days we had on our whole trip. The rest of the trip was nice and sunny and actually way too hot. But it was our first of our long trip that we went from Washington to Arizona. And all of a sudden we heard some noise, and in the distance we could hear something that sounded like motorcycles or whatever, which is not too uncommon on the beach down there. And sure enough, we saw 2, I don't know, they're dune buggies or scooters of some kind that some people were riding on the beach there, zooming by us. And we kind of just stood there for a few minutes and watched them come out of the mist and come down the beach toward us. Anyhow, this is the first. It's Oceana again, Thousand Trails Oceana, and we'll bring you the rest of it shortly.